Okay, so I was doing this course on building generative AI agents with Vertex AI and Flutter, and I finished all the modules and then quiz, and I tried was going to finish this lab, but last time when I tried, for some reason there was some problems during the lab, like the way I had to uh, put the commands and then ID all those they were giving some errors, and I ended up spending all the allocated time without completing the lab. So yeah, this is my second time trying it, and it costs like five what's that Google Cloud Skill boost credits. So I hopefully this time I'm going to finish and within the allocated time. The lab isn't hard, but it's like too long, and yeah, and then most of the error that I had was because of these some special characters that I had to remove from the command. So because of that, otherwise I felt like that lab was not that difficult to complete, but it's the longest lab, and is the it is the longest lab I have done on Google Cloud Skill Boost program. So this says 2 hours, and it literally took me more, 2 hours, and I wasn't able to finish it. But a lot of other labs it say when it says like whatever time you say, usually it can be finished within that time or even less time if you're used to that similar kind of if you have done those similar types of labs before. So yeah, let's start. So in order to start, I'll close my recording window. Okay, so I'll just start it, and hopefully it's going to capture everything during this lab, and hopefully I'm going to finish it before this time. So in order to start lab, you just click first thing, you just go to Google Cloud Skill Boost website. Okay, and if you're not registered, you can register for there, and it offers lots of free free material that if you are interested in learning, you can just go there and just learn a lot of all the free stuff that's there. And plus they have this free credits program that 35 they offer 35 credits every month, so you can actually use those credits to do the labs. So when I started this program by accident in last year November, I didn't know about this program when I started it. I was avoiding using these paid labs because I didn't have paid accounts. So but anyway, eventually Google started offering these credits after maybe few months, and I didn't know about that. But anyway, once I realized that there are free credits, then I started doing these labs regularly, and I make sure that most of the time I make sure that I am going to utilize these credits to learn new skills and do the labs. That was in my queue of the labs, because I did a lot of courses and left the lab undone. Okay, so I need to keep making list of the labs that I need to do, and whenever I have these new every month, at the end of every month I get new credits, and I make sure that I will use it. Once I start using the credits, I make sure that I will finish it within a week, and the reason for that is that as soon as you start doing any exercise or any watch any video in this under Google Cloud skill program, you are placed in a leaderboard. Okay, and if you are making a good progress in a leaderboard, and you are not doing have done it, if you have made good progress in the leaderboard, and let's say for 1 week you are going to be you are not active, but you are in the leaderboard, then what will happen, that you will be demoted to the lower level. And because I don't want that, I want to make sure that I do all the labs within that, and there and then what happens, that for 1 week this leaderboard allows 1 week to do the all the whatever uh, work you want to do, and then after 1 week it just will remove the lowest, people in the lowest 5 or lowest 10 in that group of you know um, in that group. So that's why whenever I start, I want to make sure that I will finish all the labs within a week. Okay, and sometimes because I have a busy schedule, I'm busy in many other projects, so it's hard to manage. Allocate time for cloud skill boost. And actually, I was doing. I didn't want to do it like this month, but it started accidentally because I accidentally clicked a video or something that put me back in the leaderboard. Okay, and because I'm on the diamond league right now, since I started learning, in my first month of learning was in October. Google Cloud Skill Boost learning was in November 2024, and by continuously, like every day I was doing that, spending my time to learn all the cloud skills and generative AI and all these skills that Google offers. So every week I was progressing, and finally I reached this diamond what's called level, and then have been maintaining it since then. So whenever you just have to be just like do it consistently. So so make sure that when you check any of the modules, make sure that you are checking the leaderboard and doing it if you want to stay in that level, right? So making sure that you will complete and do enough labs, enough labs or exercises, and exercises, quizzes to maintain the minimum requirement. But sometimes it's not. For sometimes it's just like at least to stay in that same leaderboard. So I've talked a lot. So let's just start. Let's start the lab. So starting lab is easy. I don't know, maybe I did it before, but anyway, in this video I will do is from the beginning. So starting, you just click the start button. When you click that start lab button, it will ask you to launch lab with 5 credits or with tokens. So I have these free credits available. I will launch it with 5 credits. Once it's done, it shows the timer there, and it shows all this temporary username. So it's okay, you can see, you are seeing it. It's not a problem. It's just temporary for each labs. So it's like gives username, Google Cloud password, project ID, and then all these things to complete the project. Okay, so and it's okay, what is that? And also, it shows all the things, checking for checking point, checking progress. And so you have to finish all these tasks, and after all the tasks, you keep getting all the points to complete. So once it's 100% done, now you can exit the lab. Okay, so that's how it works. Okay, and then it's advisable to open this exercise lab in a incognito window, because by doing that, you don't end up using your own actual credits. Okay, so so what will happen if you do that? It will make sure that you are using free credits from Google Cloud Skill Boost program. Otherwise, what will happen, that you will be charged. You may be charged, and of course you have to, if you have a Google Cloud account, you will be charged from there. and you don't want that. Okay, so because it's just like a practice exercise, so it's better to make sure that you're opening this in the Google Cloud Console. Okay, so yeah. Next, okay, so what is yeah, so I have moved my windows like this. So this is my actually work window, and that's the instructions. So what's that? I started it. Okay, and then what happens? So the lab is about integrate an AI agent with Flutter app using AI applications, and these are the tasks here. You can see I will not talk much because I want to focus on doing the lab. Okay. So what's happening here? um, yeah, so you just have to sign in to quick labs using a cognitive window, which is there. I've done that, and then start lab, and then yes, all that steps I've done already. Okay, so accepted the terms and conditions, and then I start the task. Okay, so the task is create a search data store and search app. Okay, so in the cloud console, click view all products, and in the all products, scroll to the section on artificial intelligence, and then click AI application. Okay, I just will copy here, copy. So Google Cloud Platform. I can just maybe type here, AI applications. What that's easier, quicker. So yeah, I did. Yeah, I did that, and that it will ask. It's asking me. It is asking me to continue and activate API, so which I did. It's just taking up a little bit of time to set the environment up. Okay, and then you have this click data stores. You did click data stores on the store data store page. Click create data store that I am doing right now. Okay, on this page, select on this page to select cloud storage as a storage of data under cloud storage. Okay, so yeah, this option, yeah, and then you need to for the kind of data being imported, select structured fact data for a chat application. Where is that? Okay, so this is the first option, structured data import. Okay, so this is a little bit. Okay, so I need to click this one. Okay, and then next step is to select a folder or file to import. Click file, and I don't know, there's no option to do that, but it says to provide cloud storage URL to the CSV file. Click browse. I don't know what is it doing. And okay, so I think I'm doing it correctly. Now for the kind of data being imported, select structure. So this time I'm
So you done or not? Okay, I guess not. Oh, do you have extra toothbrush or no?
पता नहीं, उधर देख लो शायद नीचे बॉक्स में चेक करो. I think if there is. Okay, so the way it's, yeah, it's showing these all these steps. Okay, so anyway, you have to select the select the file, find the file, and then find the CSV file, and then from this bucket, cloud storage bucket, uh, yeah, you can go there, and then it's asking you to load this file. Okay, so that's I did. Okay, and then we did that, and then what happens? Okay, next it says continue. Okay, I did that, and after that you see click create. Okay, okay, yeah, I do. So data store name, I need to do this, and then until access control, I don't need to check it, it didn't ask me. And I don't have to I don't have to do anything because I'm just following the instructions there. Okay, so and then you just say create. Okay, then it says on the data store pages, click the name of the data newly created data store, which is that. Okay, now the documents tab displays a list of documents that were imported. Okay, so yeah, we can see it there, all the documents. So now you have to see, check my progress is already saying given this 20 points. Okay, so that happened. Now next step is to create a search app. So to create a search app, what is it asking? In the cloud console, click AI applications and then click apps. Okay, so I clicked apps, and then it says create a new app. Okay, on the create app page, for the type of app to build, under search and assistant, custom search. Okay, so what is it? This search and assistant. So we go to custom search, um, and then in custom search there are two types of data. There's two options, general and healthcare data. So it's asking to create health general data. Okay, now on the search app, configure a website search app. Okay, so on the search app configuration, configure a website search app with these settings. So yeah, they are giving the setting here, so I'm not touching these because already these options are already checked. So what am I doing is app name. So app name is this one, just copy paste this. Okay, and then that's the name of the organization. Okay, and then location of the app is global. Okay, so already selected, and then we said continue. You have to click continue. Okay, and what happens? A list of existing data store is displayed. Select the Google merge DS, and then you create search app. Okay, so what does it do? You need to first create a data, and then first you need to have a data or create a data, and then create a search app based on that. Okay, now The search app is created and the data store is connected to the app. To test the search app in AI applications navigation menu, click preview. Okay, I did that. Preview. And in the search field, type Dino. Okay, did that. Okay, so it's like searching for this particular product in the database. Now, okay, so now is that done? Now I'll see. Check my progress. Okay, what is it doing? Okay, next, build and deploy the backend. Okay, so the backend of our Flutter app will run as a cloud run service on Google Cloud. The backend service integrates with the search app that you created in the previous step to generate search responses from the merchandise shop data. The backend also integrates with reasoning engine agent to access Gemini or generative AI content in response to queries from the Flutter app. So in this task, you will build and deploy the backend Python app to cloud run. So how will it be done? Configure and review the back-end app. An IDE based on Visual Studio Code is pre-provisioned for this lab. To access the IDE, copy the IDE service URL from the lab quick labs credentials panel and paste it into new incognito browser window. Okay, so I'll just copy that from there. Okay, and then what was there? Okay, copy in the browser window. I'll open a new tab and then I'll post it there. Okay, what will it do? Let's see. Okay, so we have this. What else is? Okay, so the ID service URL is the endpoint of a Cloud Run service that is pre-provisioned for this lab and proxies request to the code server VM. The IDE is built using code server and includes the Flutter, Dart, and Vim extensions. Okay, so we have this IDE there. Open a terminal in IDE, the IDE navigation menu, click terminal, new terminal. Okay, terminal and new terminal. Okay, we did that. Then we need to copy these commands and paste it there. Okay, so it's asking me to allow the data copying, in the clipboard. Okay, so I allowed it. Okay, so what was the error? Yeah, okay, so these were the error before. When I was copying things and it was just copying all these extra characters, so making sure that it will not have these extra characters. I think that's one thing, so you need to do that. Okay, need to remove that characters. Okay, now it will run that command. Okay, then we go to the second. Yeah, so that was the thing, that was a problem that I faced last time. Okay, now we copy there, and yeah, so this time it didn't copy those weird characters anyway. Okay, so we keep going. Okay, so it's like listing all the elements, all the files in the directory. Then we copy this one. So what is it doing? It's setting up, I think, this all these variables configuration of the project. Okay, yeah, good. Okay, so I don't see any of these unwanted characters, so just enter it. Okay, now what? Now configure the backend app to use search data store that you created early. So need to find this search data store ID, okay, and paste it there. Okay, and then we need to do that. I'll just copy it here and have to add search data store ID. Where is the search data store ID? Applications, data stores. Go to that place, and then that's the ID. Yeah, that's the data store ID that we need to copy. Okay, and then I'll just copy and paste this command to this place. Let's see, why is it not doing this? Okay, so again there are special characters, need to remove them before entering, so I don't have to just do it again and again. Okay, so this is good. Let's do it. Okay, now to view the code in the IDE, click this and then click open folder. Okay, let's do that. Open folder, and then IDE development. Where is that thing? And then AG web. Okay, and then click OK. And then you have to see click this option, trust the author of all files in the parent folder, IDE dev, IDE-dev. Okay, now what is it saying? In the Explorer pane, expand the app folder. Okay, and then click app.py. Okay, we did that. This is opening the Python code. So the backend code does the following: initializes Vertex AI using your lab, Google Cloud Project ID, region, and cloud storage bucket. The search GMs function uses the discovery engine, Google APIs.com API data stores endpoint to initiate a search request. The data store ID that you created earlier is used in the URL. Okay, the function uses, okay, now the function uses a user specified search query. Let's check the time first. Okay, so we need to go back to this point. Okay, we still have 1 hour 40 minutes left. Okay, so where was that? Where were we? Okay, yeah, there. Okay, so API data stores endpoint to initiate a search request. The data store ID that you created earlier is used in the URL. I don't know which URL is it talking about, but anyway, the function uses a user supplied. Oh yeah, this URL. Okay, I think this one is this one, project ID, staging bucket. Okay, search gems. Okay, this was the function is talking about. Search GMS. Okay, so this function uses the user supplied search query to perform search on the contents of the data store and formats the results into a JSON response. The app uses Flask to route calls to the individual functions. The slash endpoint is the default page that is used to verify that the app loads successfully, while the ask GMs endpoint invokes the search GMs function that uses Vertex AI search. Now what? Nothing to do in this step. We open the folder, we open this file. Next, what's next? Now a deploy script is available to build and deploy the app to Cloud Run. A deploy script is available To build and deploy the backend app to Cloud Run, open a terminal window. Open the window. I don't know if I have. I'll just open a new terminal window. I don't know. Maybe yeah. I'll just open a new terminal window there in the IDE and change to the backend app. So we need to move the directory. I don't know where, to the app directory. Okay. Okay, so we need to change to this app directory, and then we just need to authenticate Google Cloud from the Cloud CLI. Okay, and then to continue, type Y, yes. To launch the sign-in flow, press Control or Command for Windows. Okay. If you are to confirm the opening of external website, click Open. So go to the following link in your browser and complete the sign-in prompts. Okay, so that's the browser. Follow link. I would just say Control plus click. Okay, follow link. Okay, so it's asking me to open this one in new window, new tab, asking me to sign in with that credentials of this exercise that were given in the exercise. Okay, so I'll just click OK for everything. And what is it asking to do? Okay, yeah, I need to copy the verification code. Copy. Okay, and then back to the ID, and then it says enter authorization. That's the authorization code. Okay, so that was the authorization code. Yeah, correct. Okay, now what? Now you are signed into Google Cloud. Make the deploy.sh script executable and then run the script to deploy the app in the specified cloud region. So this is the command to do that. Okay, so what is doing after that? It's taking a while, or maybe I hope, yeah, I think it's just good doing it. Okay, after the app is built and deployed to Cloud Run successfully, the app's endpoint URL is displayed. At the end of the script output, the URL was generated by the Cloud Run deploy command that was executed in the script. This command takes time to execute, so wait until it completes before proceeding to the next task. The back-end app. So I'm waiting for it to complete. Okay. You test the app functionality by accessing its Cloud Run endpoint. Copy the app's endpoint URL that was generated in the previous step and navigate to that URL in a new browser tab. When the app loads, the home page displays welcome to the AG-Web backend app. In the browser URL bar, append the path below to the end of the URL. Okay, so it is still doing its job. Okay, so we have to do this time. Just wait. I'm waiting for it to finish, and hope this time I'm going to do the lab. See, this lab looks easy, but I don't know why last time I wasn't able to do. Maybe it also depends on how, I don't know, could be some other reasons that, yeah, you have to be like with a fresh mind and fresh, like, to do things like these, so fully like present in the situation to do it it quickly. If your mind is busy in other thoughts, then maybe that can also delay it and not following the instructions properly, or that's reading things properly because your mind is distracted. So maybe that could be a reason. So anyway, so what is it doing now? It gave the service URL. Okay, so I will follow the link. Okay, and then we need to append this one. I don't know if it is going to do that or not. Okay, so yeah, it's doing that, and then we just yeah, so we appended this query to the link, and after doing that, okay, so it's responding, so it's like communicating with that app and showing the data. So data, which is the JSON data, okay, about this particular query, about Dino query. So up to this point is done. Okay, so that's third. I don't know how many steps are needed or to be completed. Okay, so then this is task 3, configure Firebase. Okay, now what are we needed to do? To invoke the Gemini API, the front end and Flutter app uses a Vertex AI for Firebase Dart SDK. This SDK is available as the Firebase Vertex AI package from pub.dev, which is the official package repository for Dart and Flutter apps. Firebase is a back-end app development platform from Google that provides services for various platforms that include Android, iOS, and others. In this task, you set up Firebase and sign into the Firebase CLI. Later in the lab, you will connect your Flutter app to Firebase. Okay, and now we have done 65%. So last time, I don't know, I was stuck until 60%. So even after spending 2 hours, so and now it feels like, yeah, it still have plenty of time to finish the lab. Okay, I hopefully it will be done quickly. Yeah, this time. Okay, so where are we? Go back. Okay, so we need to just follow the instruction, read the instruction, follow it carefully. Okay, so we need to set up Firebase and sign into the Firebase CLI. Later in the lab, you will connect your Flutter app to Firebase. Set up Firebase. To use the SDK, you first set up a Firebase project. So now we need to open another incognito window lab, access the Firebase console. Okay, we can close this one, that's not needed. Maybe we'll need this one later on. So so we have to copy this. Okay, and yeah, new tab, open a new tab, and then this one, and then we need to create a new Firebase project. Okay, so we did click a new Firebase project. Okay, then it says to add Firebase to your lab's existing Google Cloud project. At the bottom of the page, click add Firebase to Google. Add Firebase to Google Cloud project. Okay. And then you select a Google Cloud project under this thing. This it shows the project. And then what is that? Accept Firebase terms and then click continue. Okay, I did that. Okay, so what is that? A fewer things to remember when adding Firebase to a Google Cloud project. You won't be able to undo this, though you will be able to manually disable most Firebase services. Okay, billing. Okay, we don't care because it's just next like like free lab. Otherwise, you need to enable billing in real with real account, actual account. Okay, and all these set up all these permission and everything for the Google Cloud project. Okay, so I'm just not spending much time on talking, just continue. Okay, and then it says continue Firebase pricing plan. This is Blaze, pay as you go, see fill plan details. I don't care right now, I just go and click and continue. Okay, and then okay, to use the default billing plan, okay, confirm add, and then click whatever we did, and then we do enable Google Analytics for this project, and then continue. Okay, and then why? Or whatever. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I'm just activating Google Analytics. I don't know if the instruction doesn't say anything like that. Oh, it says disable analytics. Okay, so we need to get. Oh my God, I have to redo again. Okay, so do it again. So we need to disable that. This is what it said. We need to disable Google Analytics for the project and then click add Firebase. Okay, add Firebase, and then it's preparing your project. So wait until the project is Firebase is ready. Firebase project is ready, and then click continue. So I'm waiting.
I didn't understand that.
Continue. Okay, so now what? Now it says okay, so we have done that. Now we need to sign into Firebase through that IDE terminal. That's the command Firebase login, no local host, to sign into Firebase. So yeah, we need to go back to this place, and I don't know if I need to change folder. I think just let's see. Okay, so what is it saying? Firebase originally collects CLI and emulators usage and error reporting information to help improve our products. Data is your data is collected and in accordance with Google's privacy policy. Allow Firebase to collect CLI and emulators to usage and error reporting information. Yes. Okay. Okay, note your session ID. Okay, note of session ID. I'll just copy it here. I'll copy my session ID here. Yes, it's better to keep it copied because no, that's not the thing. That was the session ID. Oh no. Okay, so 8FD08. See? Oh, it's just entering this anyway. 8FD08. 8FD08. that's the session ID. Okay, so we need to follow this URL to get the authorization code. So it's asking for okay, so it's just saying that when it's prompted, you know, open the external website, click your lab student email ID and click continue. Okay, and then to grant relevant permission to the Firebase CLI, click allow, click yes. I just ran this command. Okay, okay, and then yeah, this one was the actual ID. Okay, so we need to sign to Firebase CLI. We need to copy this code and then copy this authorization code. I don't know if it will accept it or I have to do it again. No, it's just something off because I clicked this command, so maybe I have to run this again because I messed up here. Okay, okay, yeah, so need to do that again. Yes, let's do this. I hope it works. Okay, so we need to redo that. Step. Okay, redo that step. Firebase login. Yes. Okay, we'll have to redo that. Okay, so let's see. Follow link. Yeah, so we need to redo that step. So yeah, if you mess up, then you know. Okay, is that the session ID? Yes. Okay, so copy and then okay, this time hopefully. Okay, so now we got it correctly. Okay, sign into the Firebase CLI, create a reasoning engine AI agent. That's the next task. Okay, so an AI agent is an application. Let's check the timer again. I'm just worried about, okay, we still have a lot of time. Okay, so that was the third task. Now we need to do this fourth task. Where is that? I need to keep track of, yeah, reasoning engine AI agent. Okay, so an AI agent is an application that uses the power of large language models, LLMs, for reasoning and orchestration with external tools to achieve its goal. Vertex AI Agent Builder is a suite of products and tools from Google that helps you build AI agents by connecting them to your trusted data source. Vertex AI Reasoning Engine, also known as LangChain on Vertex AI, helps you build and deploy reasoning agents with Vertex AI Agent Builder. And then, okay, so this is all, just, okay, so, and then reasoning engine, okay, I'm just not going to read everything. Okay, so just going on the task. Okay, so and whatever, just a little bit. Okay, reasoning engine lets developer use function calling to map the output from LLMs, which is Gemini in the case of Google to Python functions. Reasoning engine integrates closely with the Python SDK for the Gemini model in Vertex AI and is compatible with LangChain and other Python frameworks. In this task, you use Vertex AI Workbench with a Jupyter notebook to deploy a reasoning engine agent with Python functions. The agent will be used in our generative AI backend application in the next task in this lab. So create a Vertex AI Workbench instance. Vertex AI Workbench is a Jupyter notebook-based development environment for the entire data science and machine learning workflow. You can interact with Vertex AI and other Google Cloud services from within a Vertex AI Workbench instances Jupyter notebook. For example, Vertex AI Workbench lets you access and explore your data from within a Jupyter notebook by using BigQuery and cloud storage integrations. Okay. Vertex AI Workbench instances come with a pre-installed suite of deep learning packages, including support for the TensorFlow and PyTorch frameworks. Yeah, TensorFlow and PyTorch is for training AI models and lots of libraries to deal with AI related AI training. Okay, model training. Vertex AI Workbench notebooks provide a flexible and scalable solution for developing and deploying ML models on Google Cloud. To create a Workbench instance in the Google Cloud console, click the navigation menu and then select Vertex AI Workbench. Okay, let's go back to Workbench. Vertex AI. Where is the Vertex AI? Vertex AI, and then we have, where is the Workbench? Where is the Workbench? Come on, please, hurry up. Vertex AI, yeah, that's the Workbench. I've used it many times, but just always forget because there are so many, tons of functions in this Google Cloud. It makes crazy, you need to be really I don't know what to say, but yeah, it just makes a normal person crazy, and even a person who using all this AI is crazy. AI is too very overwhelming. Okay, anyway, not much talk. I need to finish this lab. Okay, so yeah, okay, so it asked to click that, and when enabled, click to enable notebooks API. Okay, so it didn't ask me, so it means that it was already enabled. Okay, to make sure that instances is selected, make sure that instances is selected. Okay, in the instances tab, and then create, click new. Okay, so I did create, what it says, create new instance. Okay, so okay, just follow the lab. Okay, be attentive. In the name, a new instance page, for name type my instance. Okay, that's the name. Copy paste. Okay, and then leave the remaining settings and as their defaults, and then click create. So remaining settings are the region, zone, this type of whatever GPU, if you want to attach the GPU, and then what's that default, network is default, and this machine type is that what the machine's type means, what machine type this instance is going to use, which is E2 standard E4 100 GB balanced persistent disk, and its cost usually $145 per month, this app. So if you want to run this app in a real application, it's just, this is the cost. Okay, and you see with sustained use discount. Okay, so we don't worry about this at the moment, just create it. Okay, because every instance is creating a virtual machine VM, and then depending on the processor and a machine type and disk space, all those things, it charges every month. So it's like you are running computer on cloud, okay, your own machine. Okay, so it can be shared because these are the E2. This one is E2 standard, is just as I think is the smallest one. I don't know. I think I'm sure. No, I no. It's not the smallest one. Okay, just mixing things up. Okay. So anyway, so there are different. There is one that's the smallest micro one that costs the lowest. But anyway, this one has chosen E2 standard four machine type, and its charges. The charges are like this. Anyway, so we are not being charged. It's just free lab. So create this event. Okay, now what next is okay, so this is taking time creating this event here. Okay, and then we need to wait for it. Once it's done, we need to open this Jupyter lab and then launch Python 3 notebook. Okay, so we need just waiting. I'm waiting for it to be done. This one is done. This is ready. Okay, so what is that thing now? It says open Jupyter lab. Okay, I did open Jupyter lab. It's opening. Okay, now what? Next it will ask to run. Yeah, next you need to open Python 3. Python 3 is there. And then what's that? What's that? After that, a notebook that builds and deploys reasoning engine agent has been pre-provisioned for this lab. Okay, now we just have to follow, So to copy the notebook to your Jupyter lab instance, copy this code into the first cell in your new notebook. So this is the notebook. Okay, and then you just have to copy this command. Okay, and run this command. You can run the command by clicking this play button at the top. Sometimes it shows in the cell too, but anyway, this cell is checked, and then we need to run this command. Okay, so it's running. Okay, so it's copied. It copied the file. Okay, now next what? Build and deploy a reasoning engine agent. So we copied this agsetup.re notebook. Okay, so let's say I open this notebook and it's open in a new tab. Now we need to build and deploy a reasoning engine agent. Run all the code cells in the notebook in order from the beginning. To run a cell, select it by clicking anywhere in the cell and then click run in the cell menu on or in the top notebook menu. So I'm reading it. I know this how to do that, but I'm just reading because somebody who doesn't know is easier. Okay, so this one is just first cell is just the comments. Okay, so I don't need to run that, but anyway. Okay, then we have this is also a comment, so we need to run all the commands cell that have actual command. So this is the installation command. Okay, to install Google Cloud AI platform. So we did this. Okay, it's just So why is it doing this error? I don't know if I have to do that. What he says is showing this warner. It's showing this warning. Okay, I know. Maybe I'll just have to redo. Let's redo this. Okay. I don't know what's wrong with it. Okay. So it's showing this error here again. But we'll see if it runs properly or not. Okay, so here we need to add project ID, location, staging bucket. So it's also doing the cell instructions. Yeah, so it says before running this, do follow this. Okay. So yeah, we need to do this one too. Project ID. I think this one is the right one. Hopefully, just maybe need to check it if it's the same one. Yeah, I think that's the right one. Okay, and I'll just paste it here. Okay, so next we need to run this. Okay, after that, okay, so we did this, and then cell instruction. Um, so define tool function cell instruction is there. Okay, we did follow this instruction. So to you need to find the URL Google Shop Vertex AI search URL. Replace the value of this. Where is that? Okay, so it's there. Where is that? Okay, anyway, I will have to grab this URL, which is in the cloud run and AG web, and then that's the URL. So need to find found it from there. Is that cloud run? No, that's not the cloud run. Yeah, cloud run. So I'll click this. Okay, so I need to click this, and then I need to click this to find the URL. Okay, so I need to copy this URL. Where is that? Too many windows. Okay, so the URL. Define tool functions for Vertex AI search. Before running this cell, replace the value of the Google Shop Vertex AI search. I'm trying to find it. Where is that variable is? Where that variable is? Oh, it's this one.
Mama,
Okay.
want some food? Mama gave me. That's what gave me this.
I'm just doing something important. Okay, just let me finish it. Okay. Stop.
Can I have some food?
Stop. I need to finish this.
Well, then you eat some food. That's not eating, Mama.
Can you stop?
Can you give me food?
Okay, so we have to replace this one. Okay, so before running this cell. Okay, so I ran this one, this cell, and okay, let's do it again. This was out of. Let's do from the beginning. Okay, I don't know what is that. Okay, so run this cell again. I got distracted. So yeah, so let's just see what is it doing. It's just importing this these commands will get full text of the wiki page. So that's the URL, and then response, and then data, and then all these queries, and then this one is defining tool function for Wikipedia API, and it finds answer for any topic, and then when we did query, okay, so fine. Okay, so if for example this was the query example, okay, and then it gave this answer, long thing. Okay, so big. Okay, so well, yeah, now what? So now we have this. I want to keep on track, no? So okay, so we have to run. Okay, so we did all the things until this point. Copied the cell. Okay, now we just define tool functions on Vertex AI search. Okay, so we have run all the cells above that, and then find product from Google Shop. That's the function. That's function definition for finding a product from Google Shop. Okay, so we run this thing. Okay, now the step is to define and deploy the agent. So defining and deploying the agent is Gemini. Using this model, Gemini. I haven't run this cell, so I need to run this cell. Okay, Gemini 2.0 flash dash 001. So we need to run, and then test it locally. Okay, Okay, so let's run again this command. Okay, so input is Google back enable pin. Where can I buy it? Write the answers in plain text. So it's giving all the answer. Okay. Now the next step is to deploy the agent to the reasoning engine runtime. Okay. Now we need to run this command. Okay. And there's no special, we have followed all the instructions correctly, so yeah, so we need to run this one. Okay, and to test the successful operation of the reasoning engine, run the next two cells. Okay, run, and then this one too. Let's see. Oh, because it's still running. Oh, okay. The size is this cell can take up to 10 minutes to complete. Wait for the final output to be displayed, indicating that the reasoning engine is created before. Okay, so yeah, I didn't have to. So we'll have to run. We'll have to wait for 10 minutes. Okay. So I'm pausing my video for now. So yeah, this one is still was still running, but it shows here is still running, but I think it's at the back end. Somehow it's verified the progress, so it's like 80% complete. So I'm moving while it is still running. I'll check it again. Yeah, so that's the next task, and the last one is the enhanced the backend app. And for doing that, you need to copy this command to append the code to the Python file that I was working on. So that's the thing. Okay, so here I have already copied it there. Yeah, and it sees that there is no like extra. I just need to check that there are no extra characters added to the command. Okay, and then looks like it has been copied there. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so I feels like it looks like that the code has been appended to the file properly. Okay, so what do we need to do now? The next step is to configure the backend app to use the reasoning engine agent that you created earlier. So replace the string your reasoning engine ID in the command below with the value of your reasoning engine ID that you copied from the notebook cell in the previous task. I hope this one is the right one. Okay, so what you need to do, we did this command, and then we need to put this in the terminal. Where was that? And hopefully it's going to work. Okay, so to view the code in the IDE, click so when I run this command, what is it showing? It's not doing anything. Oh my god, I don't want to get stuck again. So 32 minutes left. Okay. Okay, so what is that? Click. Okay, so to view the code in the IDE navigation menu, click this and then select this file. Okay, so what happens? A handle on the remote agent is retrieved from the reasoning engine runtime using the reasoning engine ID of the agent that you created in the previous task. A new Ask Gemini endpoint that defines the Ask Gemini function is defined. The function passes the user supplied query parameter from the request to the reasoning engine. Okay. Okay, yeah, so okay, so reasoning engine ID is there. Okay, now what we do, build and redeploy, so everything is there. Okay, now we do this we have to remove this. We need to change back to this app directory and then deploy again. Hopefully it's going to work. Okay, now what? And in the thing it's asking to copy the app's endpoint URL that was generated in the previous step and navigate to. Okay, so we need to find the app endpoint URL and we'll see, and then append this new append the path to get it done. It's taking a while. We need to okay, wait for it. Okay, so yeah, it has created this. I'll close all these things. I think maybe we don't need all these. Yeah, so this one has created a URL for the app, so I'll follow the link. Okay, and then I'll add these the path. Okay, here. Okay, and then see how it works. Okay, so that's great. Okay, that's good. It's doing what it is supposed to do. Now we do another and replace the path with this one. Okay, and then what is it doing? Okay, so it responds with with results from the agent that fetched a response from Wikipedia API that you configured in the notebook. So it's showing this. Okay. Okay, so that's good. Now what? Test drive Gemini 2.0 Flash. Now that you have developed and deployed your backend at Vertex AI, okay, search component and reasoning engine agent, you can now begin to design and build a Flutter. Oh my god, I want to finish this. I don't want to get stuck in this. Okay, so we have done this. The NAS. Oh my god, when is the. Okay, I don't want to. I want to finish this. So, really. So, now what? Okay, now we want to deploy this. One of the app functions. Okay, review the Flutter app code base. Okay, so where is the thing? Okay, now we do that here, downloading the app. Then update the Flutter SDK. And then fetch. Third step is that fetch the app project dependencies. Come on, be quick. Okay, it's still taking time. Okay, so hopefully. So we are up to this point. Okay, so we need to. This upgrading is taking a while. So next we have to do this fetch project dependency. So currently is all of doing this upgrading the Flutter SDK. So next we have to do this. 21 minutes left. We'll see. Okay, hopefully it will be finished within time, within 20 minutes. Okay. In the open folder, app, and then I say it's asking me to open. This is the next instruction I'm following. Opening this app folder. Okay, so and then once after opening this app folder, okay, it didn't ask me to do this. I think it was already. I didn't prompt for this this thing. Yes, I trust the author. So what is that? It just shows everything that this app has. It has app iOS library, iOS and libraries and test folder, and then YAML file pub spec YAML file that has the dependencies, Flutter version and other configuration settings and analysis options. And let's review some of the files in these folders. In the Explorer menu, click the app libs and model folders, and then the meta data dart file. Okay, so that's the data file. Okay, and click the main dart file to open it. I did that. Okay, so I did that, and there's the routing file, routing the dart file. Okay, so then this. Now let's review the code that's responsible for some of the app's user interface screens. Click the app, lib user interface and screens, and then we have quick id dart file to open it. Okay, the file contains the classes that build app widgets. It includes the class generate metadata screen. Okay, and then from the path. Okay, now that's it. Okay, so and then other UI screen that are using. Okay, now what is that? Okay, now so this is all just about reading all this thing, partial code and all these things. So I can inspect it later, but for now is you connect the Flutter app to Firebase. Okay, so for this need to copy this, and then I'll have to maybe open a new terminal, I think. and then yeah, I need to do that. Type this command, and then I need to register the app with Firebase. Once that's done, and then to configure the supported platforms, press the space to deselect all platform except. Okay, so after executing the command, a Firebase options.dart configuration file is added to the lib folder of your Flutter app. Use now you say use arrow keys and space to deselect. Okay, and then okay, so we need to just keep this thing. Okay, and then press enter. Okay, so we just chose the web platform. Okay, now this we have to enable the chat feature, so need to fetch cloud run endpoint host name. Okay, so and then we need to run this command, and then we have to do this one. Back app endpoint is configured in this file, and we need to update this configuration. So and then to verify it, id app lib and then lib, and what's that, config.dart. Okay, so we need to check this one. Okay, yeah, so the value is updated. Review the chat Flutter code. In the IDE Explorer menu, click the app, lib, and then what is that, chat. Screens. Okay, users UI screens, and then okay. So what does it do? This class chat page builds the Flutter widgets for the chat page in user interface. Okay, so it will do that and do all the things. Scroll the code to find the ask agent. So we need to do that. Where is that ask agent thing? Yeah, that's one the code. Okay. Deploy. Now we have to okay. Now we have to deploy the Flutter app. Okay, then we need to open a new terminal window, and then yep, and then copy deployment, That's the last step for this one. Hopefully we are going to do it. Okay, and then the last command is what is that? FWR flut, I don't know, FWR is whatever. Okay, so it says your application is running, open in browser. Come on, why is it taking forever? Let's see, check the progress. Finally the lab is 100% complete, so that's the last step of testing. Okay, so last step. Okay, we still have 10 minutes left. Okay, so the last step is download test images. Okay, so what it say? To test the app, first download this and save an image in your computer. Copy the URL to view the image and in a separate browser. Okay, save images. Okay, so okay, to access the Flutter app, copy live server URL from the Quick Labs credential panel. Live server URL. Okay, and then what we'll do, wait a few seconds. Okay, live server URL, open it. Okay, so we have copied the live server URL from the Quick Labs and open it in a new tab for your incognito browser window. Okay, we did that. Wait a few seconds and for the app to load, and then upload the falling water image. Click choose from library. Come on. Okay, so say choose from library, and then where was that image? Yeah, falling water image. Okay, I don't know, maybe I have finished it, all the timings or whatever. Let's see. No, we still have time. Why is it not doing it? Tell me more. Okay. So yeah, I didn't. It says it's just uploading. It takes some time to upgrade to update this name and description. So I'm just type this description of this image and see if it's going to. We still have few minutes left to this lab. But anyway, it's complete this lab, and then yeah, this Flutter use this app using Flutter API was created, and what it does, it you can just a chat app to you know that integrates an AI agent with a Flutter app using AI application. So yeah, so it's still like taking time, but anyway, okay. So now okay, so I don't know, it's taking a long time. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's go back. Go to next step. Okay, it's taking forever. I'll say remove this image, and then choose another image, and then it says this one image. Okay, and then okay. So this one is quicker. Okay, where can I? I didn't see the chat message box. Okay, it's here. Okay, so doing this query. Okay, so it's just giving the information about this. So it's all working. Okay. Okay, yeah, this lab was good. It was finished, and I think it's more productive that I recorded it and also finished the lab. So I'm happy about this. That is my like I would say I have done a lot of labs. But this is my first time recording any lab, any Google Cloud Skill Boost lab. So yeah, that's exciting that I recorded this entire lab and finished it within the time. And yeah, so it was good and learn about this. I mean, I did it 60%, up to 60%, but somehow I was just making some errors in copying and pasting that informations and instructions there. So that's a nice experiment to run this thing, and if I want to implement in like a real application, that's easy to like do it using my Google Cloud account with paid account. Okay, but see, it's just yeah, it just takes like a while to do things, learn new things, and hopefully it is going to be useful for whoever is watching this video. And yeah, so like, and yeah, if you have gained any like motivation or any knowledge with this with this video, just share in your comments below, and like and share and subscribe to my this new channel, AI Ventions, which I am going to post all this AI related things which I have been doing for a long time, but I feel like I want to record my like share things with the community and record my adventures, AI adventures. Okay, whatever new skills I am learning, and it's good to learn. I love learning new skills. Okay, because I feel like that the best asset is is the things that you learn. Okay, and then it will be even better if you can implement to implement those skills to solve real life problems and help people. Okay, so that's what I'm going to focus on also, to just not just learn, but and actually I have made a lot of different applications that are still ongoing, multiple ongoing projects using this latest AI tools and applications. So yeah, it's just underway, a lot of things going on. But anyway, it's a good way to learn, and this Google Cloud is just is a good offers very, it's like free of cost learning. So yeah, so yeah, I just will end this lab for now. Okay, I'll end this lab. And I'll just give it 5-star. Yeah. Okay, so this course is complete finally. Build generative AI agents with Vertex AI and Flutter. Okay, it says 3 hours, but it took way longer than that. Even the course lab is 2 hours. And okay, and then 2 hours of, it's the second time. Okay, so other thing were like this, reading these documents and taking quiz was another extra time to do that. But anyway, this was my goal, to finish this lab during this the current sessions of my what's that called, AI free AI Google credits that I have. So now I'm just left with 10 credits. I can do 2 more labs, and I think yeah, I'll do that during this session. Yeah, and we'll give it a pause. I did work on real projects, that I continue working on real projects. Yeah, so to solve yeah, I have several projects going on, but yeah, so but yeah, this thing, and I'll give it a pause to Google Cloud Boost, because I already have learned a lot through this these courses that I need to implement. Okay, I have interest in building text to speech, using different text to speech and speech to text applications using this API, and then several other tasks, that can be a lot of other things that can be done to make using those Google Cloud APIs, which yeah, I have explored, but have to give them in a proper I have raw code, but I need to do the proper what's that called, integrate those code to form a proper SaaS application. That I'm working on building SaaS applications using these things that I have learned. Okay, so that's for now. Okay, so I'll just pause this video for now, and then I'll stop this video, and until next time, yeah, see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching my video, and see you in the next video.